Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Local Biz Cast. I am your host, of course, Dr. Pete. With me right now is Noah Khaja from Allstate. I'm just messing with you guys. State Farm, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to say like an obscure one, but it was...
you got me.
I got it. No, State Farm. We can cut that and go back to the beginning if you want me to, but I was just trying to mess with you.
No. We're
good?
alive. We're alive. Let's go.
Oh, man. Okay, I got to do my business if you don't mind. We are always trying to grow and expand our channel. We wanted to get to more people. We want more people like Noah to come on just so I can, bust balls, of course. But we have to grow this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, we are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on YouTube. Feel free to go to any or all of them. Find Local Bizcast with the Z, of course. Hit like, hit subscribe, and come join us, man. Come on, enjoying what we are doing here, trying to get our local business people, our local business owners, our local entrepreneurs, our local influencers, all the people in the local business area, try to get them some business, try to get them some exposure. And if you guys are looking to get onto the Local Bizcast, that's easy too. You just have to find me either on social media. I am the Dr. Pete on Instagram and TikTok. I am just Peter Wohl Boring on Facebook for all of us who, of course, were born in the 1900s who still have that. So, all right, I think I'm done. You done?
I'm
you ready to rock?
Let's do it.
All right, man, because I was giving you a little air over there, but... Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Noah Khaja from State Farm, our local State Farm agent. I'm intrigued, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, Noah Khaja. I born and raised in Secaucus. It's where I spent pretty much my whole life.
You say whole life, high school and everything?
Elementary school all the way through basically college.
There you go. All right.
And as a toddler, fun fact, I actually grew up in Morocco for a couple of years.
I was just at Morocco, man.
Yeah.
Where in Morocco?
Casablanca.
Oh, my God. Dude, if you guys... That's awesome. Morocco is amazing.
Yeah.
It's probably better for tourists than it is for people to live there,
I'd say
right?
so, especially over the years. I mean, my first languages actually were French and Arabic before I came here, and then I came right around kindergarten. And, learned...
Are you saying you're trilingual right now?
I was. Once upon a time, No, it's... They bust my balls about it. My brother, every day, hey, you lost your French? Yeah, I did.
That was shocking to me, by the way. That Moroccan, French is really the second language.
It is.
Because you figured you were closer to Spain than you were France, but that's not the way it rolled. So, man, we just dove into the whole... I'm going to give you like 11 minutes back because we just went into Morocco and it had nothing to do with State Farm at all. It is.
I haven't been back in quite some time. It's been about 15 years, 20 years.
You got to get back.
I know.
You got to get back.
It's on the list.
Marrakesh, out of this world. I mean, Casablanca, obviously, famous for the movie and everything like that. Fez, cool.
They got the World Cup in 2020,
2030. Yes, exactly right. They're very excited. They're already promoting it.
Yeah. I know.
Like crazy over there.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. So, all right. So, from Morocco straight to Secaucus.
Well, I was born here, moved there
for
a couple of years, came back.
I saw Jersey City in your profile a little bit.
Yeah, that's where I was born. I was born in Jersey City, moved to Morocco, came back when I was about 4 years old, went to elementary school in Secaucus ever since, and then a little bit later on, right around college time, I actually moved down to Houston, Texas.
So this is not even hot for you right now. I can see, look, you're doing well. You've got the suit, everything like that. I'm in a short sleeve shirt. I don't know if you guys can see it yet, but I'm already dripping. It's about 1,000 degrees out today.
I was going to say, heat waves hitting strong.
Yeah, man. Unbelievable. Well, I mean, that's going to tie into, I'm sure, what it is that you do for people. But again, State Farm agent.
Yeah.
How did you get into that business?
Oh, man, what a journey. So going back to moving to Texas. So I actually went to a Rutgers, right? So I went to Rutgers. I initially was going to go pre-med, decided a couple of years in, it was not for me. I was not going to go to school for another 8 years. And then kind of hit the reset button. I was going to go exercise science, and then I hit the reset button again.
All right.
And then right around the time, my mom actually moved down with my siblings down to Texas. That's why I moved down there.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as I finished up school, I got a job with Home Solar with NRG. I don't know if you know.
Of course. Yep. Of course, yeah.
Big company. So started there for about a year in sales, and then moved down to Texas. From there...
Where in Texas? Gotta know.
Houston.
Houston. Oh, it is hot in Houston.
H-Town.
Yeah.
So moved down there, decided to just start looking for jobs. And then I'll never forget it. Sticks out till this day. So I went on this interview. I was 24 years old. Walk in, guy that's interviewing me, who I thought was just, the office manager or something, starts interviewing me. And at the end, I found out he's actually the one who was opening his office. So we were about the same age at the time. 24 years old. This guy's about to open up his business. I was like, whoa. That's it's pretty interesting. I know they start young down there, but still,
is everything young down there? Right? Yeah, of course.
So honestly, if it wasn't for that move, I don't think I'd be where I am today. So moved down there, was there for about a year, and then got homesick. I was 24. It's hard to adjust.
I understand.
At that age, I had my group of friends, so I came back up, and then
you came without the family now, because now the family stayed down in Houston.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tough.
Sure.
But I moved back up, and then tried working remote pre-COVID, and it just wasn't for me. So I looked for an agent up here. I found one in Hasbrouck Heights. Shout out Frank. Frank, we could have brought you on, man. We have an extra seat over here in the fire over here.
Yeah.
Man. So he was a great mentor. So he was third generation State Farm. He was kind of like an older brother. He also went to Rutgers. Similar interest in sports, music, you name it. So had a great time there. I was there for about 5 years. And kind of got the tap on the shoulder, like, hey, you're ready to open up an agency. So that was about 3.5 years ago, and the rest is history.
Amazing, man.
Been here in Montvale for about close to 4 years. So
4 years. Your agency.
Yep.
Where you located?
Right. Block 221 West Grand Ave, Suite 102C.
There you go. Just in case you needed to go and see him, that's where he's at. Of course, in the days of remote, online, everything like that, I'm sure there's a lot of access to you, and you have a lot, to give, of course. But all right, man. We were talking about it just right before we got on air. Insurance.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows insurance, but they don't really know insurance and all that kind of stuff. What do you get all the time?
Well, insurance is not sexy. I'll say that. I mean,
you heard it here first. That's all we have to say. Podcast over. There you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, you get all different sides of it. There's people that believe in it. There's people that don't. I could say living it every single day, that it's super, super important to have the right coverage. I mean, there's a lot of people that are underinsured.
Sure.
You're literally one bad accident away from losing everything overnight.
Yep.
So, whether it's your home, your auto, your life, you name it. We have over 100 different products, so there's a lot of different ways that I could actually help different families, whether it's auto insurance to RVs to trailers to motorcycles to jewelry coverage to commercial insurance with business owners and you name it.
You got it all.
Comp, general liability, umbrella insurance, we have them all. So there's so many different things that people don't realize that they need, in all honesty, where, business owners, right? When I started my business, it was a whole new world. I did what I did for a better part of a decade. I've been in insurance for 10 years now. So I didn't know what I didn't know. And once I became a business owner, you got your taxes, you got everything. And then insurance is one of those big question marks.
Sure.
There's nowhere to go that you can actually find out what you need. So you have things like workers' comp, right?
Yep.
It's huge. A lot of people don't have it. They have multiple employees. If one of them get hurt,
sure,
that's it.
Yep.
SOL.
They come right out to you. That's there's not an insurance to go after, right?
Yeah. So between that and then EPLI, it's like a niche. There's a lot of niche policies out there that a lot of people don't even know that they need until they actually get hit with a lawsuit.
Yeah. Cyber now, that's a huge one.
Yep. And we're big on educating people, right? I mean, even just having a conversation, giving us the opportunity to at least see what they have or recommend or tell them what they need, right? And whether that's with us or without, it's just a big part of what we try to do and just make sure that they know, hey, this is what you need. I'm just a messenger, just educating you. At that point, take that information, do what you need to.
Absolutely. And I'm like, what I don't understand or what I didn't understand, I think before I got into business, is the advantage of having a broker on your side, right?
Yeah.
Anybody can go online right now.
That's true.
I can't even tell you how much more valuable having a broker is.
Man.
And the other key to me, and forgive me, I don't want to steal your thunder, is the fact that what I didn't realize is I figured if I got somebody who's working with me, I have to pay you. Okay. I don't pay you.
That's a misconception out there.
It's unbelievable. You get paid by the insurance that you work for, the policies that you write, never like that. So it's like, tell me why people don't use brokers.
Well, I'd say it's probably one of the biggest challenges we have is just, that connotation about insurance agents and whatnot. But, when we're out there competing against the online companies of the world, your Geicos, Progressives, et cetera, right? you don't have an agent. You're paying either the same price in a lot of cases, and I always ask for at least the opportunity if we could save you money, but you get someone in your corner, right? I'm there to help with claims.
Yeah.
Right? Especially someone local, I can, depending on what it is, can help with that in the moment, right? And then, life insurance, for example, being able to actually hand that loved one a check. There's so many different things that I can actually help out with, servicing the policy.
Yes.
Right? And then, people nitpick, oh, well, I could just do this myself and I could do that myself. But at the end of the day, all it takes is that one bad claim or one bad anything to happen before you realize someone could have prevented that for you.
Absolutely. And yeah, you absolutely could. But, man, I just know too much being in my industry, for over 20 years. I had a personal injury offices. I had 12 of them all over the state dealing with people who were in car insurance. And listen, it is the insurance company's job to make money. That's what they want to do. So when you don't have an advocate like a broker who you can talk with, who you can become friendly with, who's going to do the best for you, you're going to go online and you're going to believe the advertisements that Geico, forgive me for saying your competition, can save you 15%. But what you don't realize when they're saving you 15% is because they're taking the policy and they're chopping it away, leaving you with no coverage. That is just the fact that they can get away with that because all you have to do is go online and everybody wants to save money. I completely get that.
Yeah.
And forgive me again because I just know too much and I'm very passionate about this. Do you realize when you type in your zip code and certain things, can we talk about auto policies?
Let's do it.
All right. Auto policies, right? So the standard automobile insurance policy in the state of New Jersey legally has to be $250,000 of coverage.
$25,000.
No. $250,000 is the standard policy. There was a lawsuit that happened many, many years ago, and the standard policy needs to be $250,000. However, if somebody wants to save money, there are policies out there that can save you money. Okay.
Barebone.
That's right. And now, as of the last couple of years, ladies and gentlemen, he is right. $25,000. It's going to pop up to $35,000, and it's going to pop up to $50,000. But before that, it was $15,000 in coverage.
About to point that out.
$15,000.
Once upon a time, it was down to 15.
That was just a few years ago, by the way. Let me tell you.
About 3 years ago, yeah.
Do you know what the difference in your premiums are between a now $25,000 policy and a $250,000 policy? Again, I leave it up to you. Which one gives you more coverage, $250,000 or $25,000, right? Do you know what the difference in the policy is up here in this zip code?
As far as premiums?
Yeah, premiums, yeah.
Honestly, it's better than most, believe it or not. Yeah, I mean, it's relative to, we're talking a few bucks here.
Few
dollars
bucks.
A month.
Few bucks. If it's up, I think up here it's anywhere between like $6 and $8 a month.
It is per household. There's a lot of other factors that go into it, but it's really just a few bucks per month. Honestly, it's
crazy.
You spend more on that on a cup of coffee.
That's my line. Have you been hearing my line?
That's
my line.
I've been listening to the
That's
podcast.
2 cups of coffee, and I'm not even talking about Starbucks. I'm talking about the bagel place is $4 already.
Yep.
So 2 cups of coffee, and the insurance. As I whistle through my teeth, the insurance company gets to save $225,000 on you because if you get into a car accident, they don't have to cover you for anything over $25,000 for that decision.
It's really scary.
How is somebody going to know that if they just go online and they start typing in things?
Problem is they don't.
Right.
They don't until they get into that accident, and then they learn the hard way. But that one accident can change their lives.
Oh, I'm so passionate about this, and I'm sure it's the same. I don't know other lines as much as I know auto lines, only because of 20 years of experience of dealing with it from the other end. But I'm sure you have the same thing with regards to home policies, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. And you said like the riders for jewelry and the umbrellas and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So when it comes to homeowners, right, it's a big, it's your biggest purchase. If not one of the biggest purchases, right? So we have a premier homeowners policy. It really is top notch. We're right up there with any of the other premier ones. We're actually, I would argue, number 1, if not number 2.
You're allowed to say that.
All right. Yeah.
You're allowed to say that, man.
So with our homeowners policies, I mean, we're really, really competitive on top of having that better policy. So, whether it's bundling or not bundling, and for the most part, in both cases, we usually save people a lot of money. But with the homeowners insurance, I mean, it could be that difference of having to shell out $20 grand, $50 grand, $100 grand out of pocket where we would have covered it, whereas you had another company that wouldn't.
Got it.
So
Yeah, I mean, I've had that experience. Hurricane Sandy, right? Were you up here for Sandy, or was that a little bit before you're not in the business?
I was in Jersey.
Yeah.
I just wasn't
Not doing that. So,
insurance
am I aging myself right now?
a little bit.
Oh,
No,
come on!
I'm only
He
kidding.
just-
I'm
I
only
said, wipe the sweat. He just called me old right here on the podcast. I'm like, I don't think I'm inviting him back. So
no.
it's okay though, because I made it about 1 billion degrees in here. He's got to be so uncomfortable right now. So, but yeah, I had business interruption insurance.
Okay. Yep.
My broker did that. I didn't do that.
Yep.
Like, we went through it. I'm a business owner in the healthcare field. I don't know your business.
Yep.
But meanwhile, I got a check for 10 grand. The day after that happened, boom, here's your check. This is what? What is this? Business interruption insurance. This is going to cover you for the interruption you have. I'm like, oh my God.
Hard enough running a business.
Remember, I told you I had 12 offices,
Yep.
right? My office had that. The 11 others did not, right?
Boy.
Didn't have it.
Yep.
So, and this is exactly what a broker will do, and obviously State Farm gives you all this type of stuff, right? I mean, there's not a thing out there that right now you guys are not writing, is there?
No, honestly, we're full go across the board, honestly, and basically every aspect of life, business owners,
Yeah.
regular insurance, home, RVs, I mean, memorabilia.
You do sound like the commercial right now. Which is completely fine, man.
They're only on every couple minutes, right?
I just want people to know the value of having a guy like you in the backyard and here and working on their behalf. Yeah, all right, fine. If you want to save some money, let me just explain to you what you're getting when you all right, let's drop that down a little bit. What are you getting, right? Or you want to play with it a little bit. Okay, yeah, let's drop this down. Or we can make it cheaper by just raising your deductible a little bit and keeping the policy the same type of thing, right? And there's always games. Educating.
That's really the biggest thing, right? At least give them the information and then let them make the decision.
What's the
Versus
biggest thing
not-
Yeah, go
versus
ahead.
not knowing, yeah.
What's the biggest thing they need to know? Like, I mean, what is like the number one question you're getting when people are shopping? People will shop you too, I'm sure. So,
Man, it's you're right. Everyone's a price shopper, so it's really just they don't know what PIP is, personal injury protection, right? They may have health insurance, or they may not have the best health insurance, or they may have state health insurance, right?
Yep. Right.
They're not covered. So something as little as that can make all the difference if you get into a car accident and you got to go see Dr. Pete.
Got to come see me, guys.
Or go to the hospital. So. Or you could lose everything, right? I know I've mentioned that already, but literally all your assets, everything you worked hard for, you could lose it overnight. So
yeah.
Just explaining that and having people understand how important it actually is, instead of just, hey, I'm saving $5. Believe it or not, I could probably save you money on top of what you're paying with an online company. So.
And probably still get a great policy as opposed to one of these limited policies, right?
Yep.
Oh, another thing in personal injury, right? So some of us may not know that different states have different laws, and it just so happens right here in New Jersey and even New York, right? So it's a local biz cast, but it's called a no-fault state.
Yep.
And most people don't know what that means. But that means that no matter what, even if you are not at fault for the accident, you go through your own insurance first.
That's true.
And sometimes we're not concerned so much about us, but the people who hit you who don't have insurance or are way underinsured. And there's a part of the policy called underinsured or uninsured motorists, right?
That's it, yep.
And that's another thing. Like online, I feel like they get you. Like, oh, we're going to save you another 15%. Let's just get rid of this. And meanwhile, you can't control who hits you sometimes in a car accident. If they have no insurance, guess what you have? Nothing.
Zero.
No protection.
Absolutely zero.
There's a policy for that.
There is.
And you would write that. And you would tell somebody, if you're going to insure yourself for $250 on your policy, you better insure yourself on that underinsured or uninsured
100%.
policy. Probably the same thing, right?
I max it out. I mean, I always explain, we're talking $5 or less here.
That's what I'm trying.
In most cases.
$5.
So, yeah.
I'm so. I feel like I'm so that's
I
it.
love it.
I'm advocating for you
Yeah.
as I'm sweating, but I'm advocating because it is so unbelievably important. I have had such a good experience using a broker and having them advocate for me during claims. I call them up, or even on health insurance, which you guys don't write health insurance, right?
Or in New Jersey.
Right.
Through other parts of the country, we do.
Okay.
Specific products.
But like you get a claim, and guess what, guys? Insurance companies deny things. All right, and you can help appeal it. You help get things covered that are supposed to be
I
covered.
go to bat all the time.
You're an
Honestly,
advocate.
Especially when I have the facts, if it's something that I don't agree with. You
Yeah.
know? And a lot of times it could just be the wording, right? I mean, it wasn't the insured's fault, but they just don't know any better. And
Right.
being able to talk them through it and possibly catch something and be able to fix it or help out, right? Hey, can you just walk me through it again? You know, it can make all the difference.
100%.
Just talking a 1-800 call center out of Idaho or wherever, and not knowing the person. Like, I actually have relationships with a lot of the customers. We're about 1,500 customers that we've helped out so far and counting. So we're growing.
Yes. Good for you. All right. What's your favorite line to write?
I would say the homeowners policy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Home, life, auto. I mean, those are the big three.
The big three, right?
Big three. Yep.
What makes it so much better? Is it?
Well, with auto and home, people legally need it, so at least we somewhat get a little bit of that out the way in terms of getting the opportunity. You know, people are price shoppers, but if I get in front of them and can actually have a conversation, right, if they actually answer the phone, I'm able to actually walk them through it. I mean, I had a recent case where I was referred by someone, right, and they reached out. They had already had a couple quotes, and I was honest with them. I mean, that's kind of how I operate from top to bottom. And they had a policy that was half the price. I didn't even bother telling her.
No reason to quote it.
Go anywhere else. So I was like, hey, that's a good policy. I looked through it, and I was able to at least give her recommendations if I saw something didn't add up.
So valuable too, man. You know, sometimes the best thing is to let them go and do that. But that's integrity, that's honesty. And that just goes into business, right? And we're talking about the local biz cast. You're telling me how much integrity you have. Like, yeah, you probably could convert it. Like, let me get your policy. I'll save you $2, you know?
Yeah.
But you didn't even do that.
Nope.
Come on, guys, right? Not too many people like this left in this world, and I appreciate that.
There's
That's
plenty of
incredible.
people out there. I mean, again, it's just about educating, right? And also being a resource, too. I mean, especially locally, right? Trying to grow.
Yeah.
I do a lot of networking, so just being able to meet plumbers, electricians.
How about air conditioning people? I mean, like,
I know a guy.
Could you guys actually see the sweat coming over me? It's hotter than usual. This thing is not going on. We're gonna have to get an air conditioning going. Yeah, they'll be back actually on Wednesday. So I apologize. Got you a couple days before.
We're
So
good.
you're handling it pretty good.
I lived in Texas and
Morocco. Yeah, I mean, he's got the blood.
Heat.
Tell me what the trick is on that. Are you kidding me? We'll cancel this whole podcast. We'll just talk about that. So I don't handle the heat all that much. That's for sure. But I mean, tell me. Let's go back to the business now, right? Yep. So, all right, insurance, something like that. You have to build your own brokerage right now, right? So
started from scratch. There's usually two ways people can go about it. They take over a book or they start scratch. So I went scratch. I was confident in myself, you know, and I'd been in the industry for a couple of years, so. I went that route. Haven't looked back since. There you
go. You said was it Frank? Who was your Frank? What was the biggest piece of advice that he had for you that you hold on to today? Do you remember?
Man.
There's a lot.
Having thick skin, I would say, is one of them. You know, just being able to brush things aside. You know, not take anything too serious. I mean, it's part of business. I think any type of business that you're in, you got to just kind of roll with the punches at times. And, you know, there's going to be ups and downs, and just kind of stay the course, trust in the process. You know, that I'm very, very big on processes. So just trusting in that and then kind of letting itself work out.
I like that. I like processes in so many different aspects. When you're going through and you're writing policies, you go through a process so you don't miss anything, right? Exactly. You do the same thing every single time, whether you think it's simple or difficult or whatever it is. You think it's a joke, you know, we always kind of refer ourselves like almost like pilots, right? Yep. You've flown this plane 50,000 times and you're still like, is this light on? Check. The light, you know, they go through the checklists, they go through the policies, the procedures, and exactly. I think that's such a huge thing because then you get to do it right every single time.
That's it.
And then your head hits the pillow and you're like, I didn't screw up.
Yep.
So, oh man, I love that.
Sleep at night.
Absolutely love it. All right, let's start talking about the best ways to get to you. How do we get you out to the public? How does everybody know how to get to you? That's a big thing.
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Noah Khaja State Farm Agent. I'm on Instagram as well, Noah Khaja SF Agency. You can call me at the office. Can I plug in my
You can put everybody,
right.
Everything in here. Come on.
201-746-4063. Or you can find me at the office. Feel free to walk on in. And I have a whole team. Fortunate enough, as we've grown, I got I got a lot of family in the office. My
Okay.
wife,
There we
shout
go.
out Christina.
You didn't want to bring her on? Is it too hot for her? Is she from any of these areas too? Where's she from?
She grew up in Little Falls.
Little Falls.
Yeah.
Jersey girl?
Jersey girl.
Born and bred?
Born and bred.
Didn't go to Houston with you?
No.
Okay, got her at
After.
all right. After, so she could probably. I mean, guys, I feel horrible. I feel like I'm gonna have to apologize to him after. I'm like dripping over here. So this
You're good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Coming up on my 1 year anniversary in about a month.
There we go.
Actually,
Look at
sorry,
that.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, we all prepped for that, or do we have to work with you here? You're ready to rock and roll.
I'm prepped,
One is
we're
yeah.
traveling.
Yes.
Fun fact: I love to travel. So
Yes.
I just came back from London actually a couple days ago.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good time. And
Very
then,
nice.
Going to Mallorca in Switzerland.
Yes.
Coming up.
That's
so
for the anniversary.
1 year for the 1 year. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this.
Yeah.
You guys write travel insurance?
No.
Ah,
No,
yeah, I was about to plug that one for you over there.
That'd be good.
Nice.
I'll add that as a suggestion.
There we go. Right. He's just expanding his book of business, of course. So, but you heard it right. It's got auto, it's home, it's everything that you see on the commercials. But you have an advocate. I wish I could help people understand better. Like using a broker, using a guy like you are here. You're in the neighborhood. You're going to advocate for them when things happen wrong with the insurance company. You're going to give them the information they need when they gotta get policies. I get the ease of online, but you just don't know what you're getting. Nothing is being explained to you. And if all you're doing is price shopping, then you don't know when you're cutting, a few dollars off the premium, what you're cutting off the back end.
Yep. Everything you nailed it on the head. And honestly, like I said, there's a lot of times that we could actually still save the money, and they get all what comes with having me or any other agent.
Oh, I think on the next time we do a podcast, because I'm going to owe him another one. I'm like, I say we go online and we just show, like here, like we're going to go here to one of your competitors and just go online and boom. And then you go to yours and like, this is what I can do for you. The same or better policy, and it's still cheaper.
Yep. Happens every day.
Right.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Especially nowadays with the way inflation's been, right? You gotta save money. If you're a business owner, you're trying to save as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Cut down on what you can. Insurance should be at the top of the list.
And you can help them navigate that.
Exactly.
Again, you'll know where to chip away at the things that you don't need. Right? You get one of these massive policies, they're going to throw everything and everything in there. You're like, okay, like you're a business in here, let's just say, you're not dealing with paper, right? But you're going to have, fire, paper, or whatever it is. I think there was something like that. One of my
paper app?
Yeah, whatever it is. I don't know, right? I mean, you'll just know we're like, okay, we don't need this, but you definitely don't want to skimp on this, right?
Yeah,
and just having an advocate, having somebody who knows, who's working for you, and an honest guy too, which you can,
Thank you.
we see it through the TV and through the microphones over here, so.
Appreciate that.
Awesome. Anything else you want them to know?
Yeah. Just reach out. Quotes are free. There's no strings attached whatsoever. It's really just giving us a call, giving us 15 minutes of your time, and seeing if it can make all that difference, right? You'd be surprised. A lot of things slip through the crack, right? People that own homes that renovate, if they don't tell their insurance agent, there's no way they're ever going to know.
Right. Value of the home goes up, and you're still covered for
Or if you put an
yeah.
addition into the house,
Right.
And you don't tell anyone. These are things that, or if you rent out your place and move out.
Well,
I've seen that happen a lot.
you're holding on to a homeowner's policy. You don't
It
even know.
should be a rental property.
Yes.
So, your claim might not get paid out. Wow. So, just little things like that. It really can go a long way. And
It took us 28 minutes to
Oh,
get
wow.
there, but like that was like the biggest piece of knowledge like that people wouldn't know right there,
there's
right?
A lot of tips and tricks too on the flip side. For parents that have kids that are about to drive.
Yeah.
Prices can shoot up, of course, but there's some ways you can navigate around it, or at least can help out.
You're saying
The
a
blow
young lady who just got her license in a red Ferrari Testarossa is.
Premiums on
They
that.
still, yeah. Wait, they still make Testarossas? I'm not a car guy. I'm thinking they do, right?
Yeah.
Red Ferrari, whatever. I've seen those out there, that's for sure. So, man, I think what you do is so incredibly valuable.
Appreciate that.
I am a big advocate. I'm a big advocate of Noah. He is now going to be my guy over here because it is so important, just to get protected. Not everybody is on your side, and so you've got a guy like Noah Khaja over here with State Farm. I think he's a valuable resource. Thank you so much for joining me here, man. I appreciate it. That was incredible. Sorry it was so hot, man. I feel bad.
Hey, middle of the heat wave. All
Yeah,
good, all
right.
good.
We're going to figure it all out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on our next Local Biz Cast, we've got David Hasbrouck. He's a personal injury attorney, so he's going to tell us a little bit about like what's going on with auto policies as well, right? This is a perfect. I'm going to have him talk to you.
Yeah.
Look at that. Networking happening right here on the Local Biz Cast. Live on air. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Noah Khaja from State Farm in Montvale. You know where to find him. We're going to throw that onto the podcast when we get it on there as well. I hope you guys all use him. He is terrific, and we will see you guys next time. Hopefully not quite as hot, though. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, maybe wintertime, huh?
Take care, everybody.